Alrighty! What's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here for video number 2 on YouTube for Tuesday. This time on the Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels, which are down there, you know where, inside of my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, you need a life. And your head examined. But if you're real, and follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, you're SOL. And I think we all know what that means. That's pretty much it. So, like, share, subscribe. If you want, leave a comment. You don't have to, but if you want to, do it. But don't leave stupid comments, because they'll automatically get blocked. You automatically get blocked. And if you don't like that, well, too fucking bad for you. If you don't like it, go back to your massa. Go back to your little friend, that little fake friends that have 5 subscribers, where they think they're big hot shots and they're not. Ain't gonna ruin my day. Nope. So I don't care what you motherfuckers say. You want to slander my name and call me names? Don't care. Don't care. Because you're jealous of my success. And you will never be me and have the success that I've had on and off this platform. So, and if you don't believe me, look at my channels. And just look at me, I'm just great. But it is what it is. If you don't like me, get the fuck off. Go do your lamest fuck videos that nobody really gives a shit about. Make up allegations and slander and all the crap you want to talk about me. I don't give a shit. It's just basic slander, and it's basic bullshit with barely any evidence. So I'm still gonna be better than you, and you know it, and you can't do a thing about it. So I'm not going anywhere, whether you like it or not. I'm not going anywhere. You're just obsessed, jealous fucking people, and I got no time for that. I'm going to keep doing what I do, and if you don't like it, well, too bad. Go do your own little garbage videos and get the fuck off my channel and out of my life. And if you can't do that, then you seriously need to go to jail, and you seriously need your head examined. But I digress. Anyway, enough about that bull funky. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday, and if not, too bad for you. That's it. Alright, check out my first video of the day, my Monday Night Raw review over on the main channel, the Killer Demons channel. Link down below in the gobbledygook. So check it out, give it a like, and give it a thumbs up. And that's pretty much it. Alright, on this late Tuesday night, August the 29th, 2023, if you're watching tomorrow or from somewhere else in the world, it is now August the 30th, 2023. Already at the end of August. Labor Day weekend is fast approaching, ladies and gentlemen. We are, as of this video, we are 2 days away from Labor Day weekend. Is starting this Friday, so most of you will have a 4 or possibly a 5-day weekend. I'm off till Tuesday after Friday. After Friday, I'm off for the weekend, and I don't go back till Tuesday, but I get paid holiday pay, so haha, good to be me. But in any case, enjoy the rest of tomorrow and Thursday. If you're working Friday, well, it sucks for you, but at least you're getting paid. You have the rest of the weekend off. You have Labor Day off on Monday, on this coming Monday, and then back to work on Tuesday. So Labor Day coming up. The unofficial end of summer. It's over, guys. It's over. And we'll start talking about football season. And the beautiful season of fall, autumn, what do you want to call it? Coming up on September the 20th. It's around I think it's on the 20th, between the 20th and the 22nd. So we've got a couple of weeks away before the official start of fall. And then before you know it, it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then the greatest day in the world, my birthday, Christmas Eve, and Christmas, and then 2023 will be a distant memory. In about 10 to 17 weeks from now. So we got a long way to go. We got to go all through September, all through October, all through November, and all through December. So we got roughly 4 months to go before the end of the year. And just make the most of it. That's it. Alright, so on this late Tuesday night, August the 29th, 2023, on your 2 for Tuesday, it is time for your late night NXT review for August the 29th, 2023, from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. And thankfully, Orlando is not getting a full brunt of Hurricane Idalia, which is supposed to be a Cat 3 storm. By the time it hit, it's probably hit it this morning, or now, or later this morning. On Wednesday, it's supposed to hit the Tampa area, Jacksonville area, and I know a lot of wrestlers are going to Bray Wyatt's memorial service. So a lot of them may not be able to make it because of the hurricane and getting out, because the hurricane's going to go all the way through freaking Georgia, a little bit of South Carolina, North Carolina coast, and then go out to sea by this weekend. So prayers to everybody in Florida right now and Georgia, because you're going to get hit with a mean old storm. But just be safe. Hopefully you got out. You went north, as north as you can go. You don't want to go south. Well, you could go south and get away from it. Go to Miami, and then you won't get much rain. You probably get some rain, some wind, but I would get out of the Tampa area, maybe Jacksonville area, because Hurricane Idalia, whatever, however you pronounce it, bearing down on Florida right about now. So be safe, everybody in Florida. Hopefully not catastrophic damage and people dying. We don't want to hear that. But it's about the peak of the hurricane season, so we got a little more, about another, besides all of September and all of October, and then it finally ends around early November. So just batten down the hatches down in Florida and Georgia, and hopefully not too much damage. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we're at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida, as always for NXT. And this is the aftermath, well, not the aftermath show. Well, yeah, this is the aftermath show. The aftermath of NXT Heatwave that was last week, which was pretty damn good. So now we're on the road to NXT's next premium live event, or pay-per-view, No Mercy. Coming your way September the 30th from Bakersfield, California. So we're going to start the road to that. Maybe a couple of matches will be announced pretty soon. Besides the Heritage Cup, where we don't know a winner yet. But on tonight's show, we start the Global Invitational Tournament for the next couple weeks. And then September the 26th, we have the Group A and Group B winner. And the winner of that faces Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup at No Mercy on September the 30th. So, see what happens with that tonight. We also got a Fatal 4-Way number 1 contenders match for the women to see who faces my girl Tiffany Stratton for her NXT Women's Championship next week. Kiana James, Gigi Dolan, Roxy, and Blair Davenport all fought to see who would face Tiffany. Talk about that in a little bit. And we got the Creed brothers versus the Dyad in a solid steel cage, brother. So we'll talk about that and a whole lot more tonight on NXT. Alright, so once again, thank you all for watching. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. If you're watching this from, at another time, you don't know who the fuck this guy is. If you're just watching for the first time, then my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about wrestling and anything else I feel like talking about. And if you don't like it, bye-bye. Nice knowing you. But if you do like it, hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Stick that thumb straight up the you-know-what. And show those people that don't give a fuck and are super obsessed that you watched my video and you liked it. You want more of it. So hit that bell as well. Shove that bell up their ass. Because that's where it belongs. Otherwise, other than my foot. But we move on. Alright, so as always, our NXT commentary team of man with a creepy jacket, that's Vic Joseph, and the man who kind of looked like IRS tonight, with his nice little suit. Wonder where he got that from. I can tell you where he probably got it from. The Men's Warehouse, because that's all, as always, our sponsor next to Pepsi. Booker T goes to the Men's Warehouse. Want to look good? Want to look good when you watch NXT or you're at NXT or you're even working for NXT? You want to look good? Then go to the Men's Warehouse. Buy a nice suit, buy a nice tie, buy a nice wardrobe. Because when you do go to the Men's Warehouse, ladies and gentlemen, like Seth Rollins would say, and like I would say, when you do go there, tell Peter Gilman sent you, well, Peter Joseph sent you, because you're going to like the way you look. I can guarantee it. Pretty much. But for some of you, you can still go to the Men's Warehouse and you still look like shit. I don't have that problem. I look good either way. And you're just jealous. Because I look way better than you. At least I show my face on video. Unlike certain people I know. Just saying. Anyway, so Vic Joseph and the man that smokes more weed than Tyler Bate, Thea Hale, and Wesley combined, and that's Booker T. Sucker! Black Snow. So we had that. Alright, so we start off NXT, once again, like we've seen on Raw and SmackDown, with the duel in memory of Terry Funk, the legendary Terry Funk, forever! And the man who was taken from us way too soon, the Eater of Worlds, the Fiend himself, Bray Wyatt, who's now following the buzzards. So, we get that, and we get another, well, NXT did their little tribute to Terry and Bray. We'll get to that in a minute. So we move on. Alright, so we start off, besides with that, then we go to a long recap of Heatwave. Got a lot of good things happening there. Carmelo Hayes retaining his NXT World Title against Wes Lee. A lot of stuff that happened. So we saw most of that. Long as fuck recap. Then we go inside the arena. We see the steel cage is all set up. I'm surprised this was the first match, not the main event, but to each his own. Alright, so we started with the cage match, pitting the grizzled young veterans, or the dyad of Fowler and Reed, along with Joe Gacy and the lovely Ava Raine at ringside, along with the other, well, the minions of the Schism, all around the fucking cage, as they take on the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. And if the Creeds win, they are back in NXT full-time. None of that little, like, oh, we're gonna leave town, we're gonna come back in about a month. Which I thought was retarded. If you're leaving, leave. Don't have this like, oh, we're gonna bring them back. We're not gonna put them on the main roster yet. I think, you know, having the Creed brothers possibly win this match, and then coming back, and then maybe spending another year or so on the, you know, on the NXT main roster, and then eventually they will go up, but it might take another year or so. I'm about to see. Maybe by WrestleMania, when the WrestleMania call-ups usually happen, we'll see maybe the Creeds on the main roster. What was it? But anyway, match was pretty damn, not brutal, but, you know, like cage, you know, WWE cage matches all watered down and no blood and all that shit. But anyway, it was pretty brutal. No, I should say brutal. It was a pretty good match, I should say. Alright, so it's also with the Schism, well, the minions of the Schism, jumping Brutus outside the cage after Julius went in, and then the minions beat up on Brutus, take him to the back, and basically it's a 2-on-1 handicap match inside of a cage. As Joe Gacy shut the door and he took the freaking key from the referee. So Julius was getting the crap beat out of him for basically the beginning of the match. And then Julius comes back, suplexes his way out of trouble. We get a double clothesline. The right way. Take notes, MJF and Adam Cole, baby. Anyway, then we get some ankle locks. Slow down the dyad. I think you had to win. I think you had to win by a pinfall or maybe escape the cage. But then the dyad send Julius face first into the cage. Ow. As we go to break, come back. Julius is still in trouble. But then we see Brutus come back, beat the crap out of some of the Schism members, like throwing them out from the entranceway, and then finding his way to get around the cage, or get to the cage, but Joki's like, I got the key! But Brutus is like, well, fuck the key! Rips open the freaking cage. What are you, Kane? Among other people that have ripped open cages. Mark Henry, Batista, Kane. So he rips off the cage, off the hinges, gets inside, beats the fuck out of the dyad. Then he uses the door to crush the dyad against the cage. Ow. And then Fowler gets gorilla pressed into the cage wall. It looks like they were about to do the Doomsday device. It gets broken up. Julius is then sent into the cage. And then some more cage shots to Brutus to keep him down. To go for the cover, Julius makes the save. Then in a feat of amazing strength, he lifts both of them onto his shoulders for a one-armed Brutus bomb. Crazy. That was sick. And then it was basically the end of the dyad. As always, the Grizzled Young Veterans have a great match and then shit the bed. Always get near the NXT title shots they get. You think they're gonna win, never do. Especially with the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Every time they get to the finals, they lose. So basically, the Enzo and Cass treatment. Basically, imagine they went up to the main roster and did this. I'm like, oh damn, we're getting Enzo and Cass circa 2015. 16 maybe. But anyway, get a big beatdown on the dyad. Then Brutus and Julius hit stereo sliding basement lariats. 1, 2, 3. So the Creed brothers win the match. They are back in NXT full time. Ivy Nile comes out to celebrate, and everybody's happy. So yeah, the tag team division is now on notice. So you got the Dyads still around. Now you got the Creeds. You got Tony D and Stax. You got them. You got Gallus. You can put maybe Noam Dar and Ora Menza in the tag team. Metaphor, you know. Now you got some tag teams you can float around. There's maybe one other tag team that we're going to see. Maybe NXT. Former NXT tag team champions. Well, we'll see. We get that. So this cage match was pretty decent. And I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. So the Creeds are back. And we'll see what happens with them moving forward. Alright, after that, we start the promos for the Fatal 4-Way Women's match. So we see Roxy first. Roxanne Perez. Looking great as always. She's all ready to become #1 contender. Let's see. Now we get that. Alright, then we see a very nice video package about the Global Heritage Cup Invitational. basically the rules, round robin tournament, 2 groups of 4 with the winners facing off on September the 26th for a future title shot, which is really at No Mercy. All matches are 12 minutes long, 12-minute time limit. You get if you get a win, 2 points, 1 point for a draw, 0 for a loss. And they are not under the round system, so no 6 rounds, shit like that. So, a lot of people are saying, oh, this is like the G1. No. No. The G1 is a longer tournament. This was even close to being like a G1 tournament. Not even close. And besides, the G1's way better than this. Way better. Alright, so we got the start of that. We're going to have Charlie Dempsey, Mr. Ego's son, against Butch. So America versus Britain in the first one, and then we got Ben Fraser, I forget where he's from, taking on Joe Coffey of Gallus from Ireland. We got that. Alright, so we got the start of that. But before we get to the start, we have a great segment with the NXT Tag Team Champions. We have my cousin. Hey, cousin, paisan! Get in here, my cousin. Hey, paisan. My cousin, Tony D'Angelo, who gets you a chicken parmesan hero for $2. 2. And his best friend, Stax, Channing Stax Lorenzo. So they're there, they're admiring their tag team titles. And then we get another champion, that's the man who don't miss, that's Carmelo Hayes. And we see all 3 the tag titles and his title, all there, they're admiring it, they're bragging about, oh, I'm a great champion, you're the great champion too. And then, in a shocking, we see the Street Profits, Shock. They come in with their suits, probably from the Men's Warehouse. And they're like, hey, what's going on, guys? They want to jam on some Isley Brothers tunes. So they come in, show some respect to Carmelo. Recruiting. Well, mentioning a blemish on his record. So Carmelo is ready to get rid of it. While the Profits, they looked like they were about to maybe challenge Tony D and Stax. Like, oh, next time we're around, we're in the Orlando area, maybe, just maybe, let's have a match together. But really nothing comes out of that, a little tease. But then we get interrupted by a brawl between Dana Brooke, Elektra Lopez, Lola Vice, and Kaylani Jordan, who will have a meaningless tag team match coming up later. So I was kind of, interested. I was like, the Profits versus Tony D and Stax? Sign me up. Let's go. Let's do it. Like Paul Stanley would say, let's do it. So you never know. You never know. Might have the Profits come back. I mean, if the rumors are true that Becky Lynch might come back at No Mercy to face Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship. And we've got Corbin there. Now we have the Profits showed up. I mean, who's next? Becky? I mean, Dana Brooke, of all people, showed up. She shouldn't have been there, but in any case, a lot of people from the main roster coming down to NXT, to show some love, maybe put the talent over, maybe win the title, I don't know. It was good stuff, But anyway, this segment was pretty good. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars as well. And let me move on. Alright, then we get the start of the Global Heritage Invitational Group A action. Like I said, we have Mr. Regal's son, Charlie Dempsey, taking on Butch, Pete Dunne. Maybe we should go back to Pete Dunne. Well, I just like saying Butch. Or like Dutch. What it is, what it is. Alright, so we have Drew Gulak and Damon Kemp out with Mr. Regal's son, Charlie Dempsey, showing the American flag. Pretty damn nice. And then we have Metaphor walking from a box remember where the Toxic Lounge was? That's where they are. So we had Norm Dar, Aura Menza, and the beautiful Ebony ladies, Jakarta Jackson and Lash Legend. Get shit done! Respectfully. Respectfully. You know what I'm talking about. Respectfully. But anyway, match was... I thought this could have been a little bit better. But anyway, it starts out with Mr. Ego-san suplexing Butch down the start. The fans are on his side. On Butch. They're cheering him on. Then they go mat wrestling. Damn nice. Trade control over the other's hands. Trying to get that joint manipulation. They get back up. Butch knocks him down for some forearms to face. But Charlie Dempsey comes back with a German suplex for a near fall. But then Butch pulls him into an armbar, grabs the fingers, snaps them like freaking wood. Ugh. Then basically it was the, no pun intended, bitter end, and he hits the bitter end. 1, 2, 3. Butch gets the win. He gets 2 points. And he's leading Group A right now. And this Friday night, I think it's this Friday night on NXT Level Up. Why is it on Level Up? We got Tyler Bate and A-Kid, Axiom, in the other Group A match. So we got that. This is gonna go on for the next couple weeks, and the winner, person that has the most points in Group A and Group B, like I said, will face off on the September 26th edition of NXT, and the winner of that match faces Noam Dar at NXT No Mercy for the Heritage Cup. All right, so Butch has 2 points. I don't know what it's 2 points. Not my notes. My notes say 3, but I might have hit the wrong button. But in any case, yeah, Butch gets the win, and the match here is alright. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, then we go to the back. We have Dragon Lee coming off his win with Lila Fakiria Dalasi from Ireland, beating Mommy Rhea Ripley and Dominic Galero, they say. So speaking of Dom, Dragon Lee thinks he deserves a North American title shot. But, and there's always a but, and it stinks, and speaking of the but that stinks, it's Mustafa Ali. He comes in and says, well, I never had a one-on-one title shot yet. And he says, people like me and people like you should be fighting for NXT. So Dragon Lee, and he's like, well, you already struck out there, Dragon Lee. So now it's my turn to bat. So I'm gonna go get my match with Dom for the NXT North American Championship. So he leaves, and Dragon Lee's like, no, they say, no, you're a pendejo, you're a gringo. Can you say triple threat? I can. I just said it. Triple threat. That's what's probably going to happen at No Mercy. Most likely. Most likely. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to our next segment. We have the Russian Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. Comes out. Nice freaking suit. They do go to the men's warehouse. That's where you get all the good suits from. Anyway, so he comes out, praises Trick Williams for last week, and Trick Williams put on a show. Great match. Gained a lot of praise in the back, especially from Shawn Michaels and the fans. You're in my respect, I'll tell you that. So Ilya says that Trick left it all in the ring and proved that he is not a sidekick. He was very impressed with that, but now he wants another match with his buddy Carmelo Hayes. But hold on, hold the horn, hold the phone. Noam Dar and the rest of Metaphor interrupt from the box. They're like, well, we're already on our way to Cali for No Mercy. So Dragunov gets all pissy and says, oh, that's very Noam Dar-esque of you to put the attention on yourself. And then talking about him, and then Ormenza, whispers something in Noam Dar's ear. He's like, well, I think you should say that. I'm not saying it. So then, Menza says something in German, maybe a curse word in German. So Dragunov kind of takes offense to that. So he's like, well, why don't you come up here and say that to my face? So then, Last Legend gets shit done. And she says that Noam isn't afraid of anyone. So then Dragunov is like, oh, I'm getting serious now. I'm going to take off my jacket. So then all of them are like, whoa, 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 whoa. They all freak out. So Noam's like, how about we do this next week? So next week we got Oro Menza versus Ilya Dragunov. So Dragunov's like, oh, works for me. I got nothing to do next week. And then Menza gets in. You know, they have some more words in German, or some curse words from Ilya Dragunov. And, Dragunov just basically beats the fuck out of him. Kicks Menza in the head, sends him running for his life as he was about to hit the torpedo. So we got that. So next week, or Menza, you better fight for your life because the Russian dragon Ilya Dragunov is going to kill you. But we shall see what happens with that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a promo from Von Wagner. Basically saying that next week he wants another match with Braun Breaker. But this time, it's no DQ. That's going to be a slobber knocker. Big beefy men slipping meat in that match. What was it? That was with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to your, well, I guess you can go to the bathroom and not give a shit. Or just take a shit. By the time you finish, it'll be over. So we had women's tag team action. So we had Kaylani Jordan and Dana Brooke taking on the lovely Boricuas, Puerto Ricans, of Elektra Lopez and the lovely Lola Vice. Yes, they can respectfully too. They can get it respectfully. But anyway, this match sucked. I'm sorry. I mean, I love Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez, you know, hot Spanish women. Mwah. But yeah, this match should have been on NXT Level Up, not on NXT. But anyway, this match was just bleh. The only good thing about this match was Lola Vice hitting a double hip attack to the head. I'd like to be a part of that. But anyway. Then Lola hits a big-time spinning back fist for a near fall. And they're working on Kaylani Jordan. She gets out of trouble, gets the hot tag to Dana Brooke, who flips her protege onto Elektra Lopez for a near fall, and then all 4 women on the ring, and then we get a spin kick by Lola Vice, because she's from the UFC. So we get that. Finishes off Kaylani Jordan in 4 minutes. Thank the Lord it was a quickie match, so I didn't want to see it. I mean, you know, looking at Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez for 4 minutes, I mean, that's just good for me. But this match stunk, and I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Didn't give 2 flying fucks about it. And we move on. Alright, then we get Gigi Dolan, looking hot as always. She's ready to become the #1 contender for Tiffany Stratton's title. Look at that. And then we're going to hear from Blair Davenport, then we hear from Kiana James. So, we move on. Alright, then we go to the locker room, where we have Carmelo Hayes in the locker room, and then his good buddy Trick Williams comes in, wants to talk to him, and Melo's kind of a little bit upset because people are thinking that Trick helped him to get the win over Ilya Dragunov, you know, at the Great American Bash. So Carmelo's like, now I gotta fight Dragunov one-on-one again. And Trick is kind of like, I don't know if you can beat him. And then Carmelo gets a little bit mad. It's like I thought we're homies. You don't believe in me? So he leaves, and then Trick's like, not a question if you can beat him. I know you can beat him. Though Carmelo doesn't hear it. So Melo is kind of like, Trick's his homie, been his homie for a whole time now, and now he's like having second thoughts. It's like you're supposed to be my homie, you're supposed to have confidence in me. I'm your boy and everything. You tell me I can't beat this guy? What's up with that? So they're slowly planting the seeds for Trick Williams to turn on his good buddy Carmelo Hayes. I doubt it that he turns at No Mercy. I think they should do it afterwards. Maybe set up that for maybe Halloween Havoc in October. But then again, who knows? Alright, so we got that. So it was a pretty decent promo. 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's that. Alright, then we go back to the action. We have Nightwolf, Eddie Thorpe, Carl Fredericks, taking on the Big Boss Man 2.0. That's Dominic Dijak. Kind of a rematch from a few weeks ago. Nothing great here. Back and forth they went. Dijak comes, after a suplex for a near fall. Dijak comes right back with high justice for a near fall. Then we get a double down. Dijak pulls off his belt. And again, we get a tug of war with the belt for some odd reason. And then Eddie Thorpe sends Dijak shoulder first into the ring post. Ow! But then Dijak just picks him up. And he's like, "Rrr, rrr." And then we see like Booker T, Booker T, they throw him into the announce table for right there. And then like Booker T and Vic are like backing up a little bit. It's like, I'm like, you better get out of there. And then Dijak just picks up Eddie Thorpe. He's like, "Rrr." Those are like, and he almost hit Booker T, like square, full on. That would have been really bad, But then again, Hunter, you need an extra commentator? Give me a call, dude. I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently. By the phone or, DM me. But it is what it is. So anyway, after that, Dijak misses a chair shot in the corner. I guess this was a no DQ match. So he misses a chair shot in the corner, and then Eddie Thorpe sends him to the outside. And then the referee takes the chair away. Why didn't you do that the first time there, ref? Anyways, he takes the chair away, and then Dijak grabs his hand with the belt. Boom! Knocked him out. Well, knocks him for a loop, and then for good measure hits the cyclone boot. 1, 2, 3 finishes off Eddie Thorpe in a little over 4 minutes. That was pretty much it. Match was eh. And I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's pretty much it. Move on. Alright, then we go to the back where we see Baron Snorbin Corbin talking to some stagehand. I think he was saying, like, I can come in here and say whatever the fuck I want. And then, Breaker comes in, interrupts, and basically tells Corbin to stay out of his no disqualification match with Von Wagner next week. And Corbin's like, oh, what are you going to do about it? And then Braun's like, it's like, if you get involved, it'll be the end of days for you. No pun intended. Corbin's like, oh, really? Ooh, ooh. No, let's do it like the Yes Boys. I haven't seen the Yes Boys. Whatever happened to the Yes Boys? I think one of them is hurt. I think it's, who's hurt? I think Elton Prince is hurt with his, I think it's his shoulder injury. That's why we haven't seen the Yes Boys on TV in a while. But hopefully the Yes Boys come back by the end of the year, maybe. But it is what it is. And we get that. Move on. Alright, then we get a weird video from Los Loftalios, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, still going on with this little storyline about they broke up and they're trying to get back, with their grandfather. So we see Angel Garza in bed, not with his wife, but he's in bed. Then he wakes up and he's like checking it, and then he sees blood. We don't know where the hell did he get the blood from. And then he goes in the mirror. We see like this big, humongous, like scratch mark, like Wolverine scratched his, scratched his freaking body up. And he's like washing it off. We still see the scratch marks. And then he gets a knock on the door and he opens the door. It's Humberto Carrillo. And Angel's like, I had the same dream as you did about our grandfather. And then Gar's like, yeah, I woke up and I saw this. So then Humberto Carrillo reveals that he had the same thing happen to him, which means they have to start from scratch. No pun intended. Then we see a Los Lotharios shirt, and it looks like they're back on the same page, and they're going to be in action next week. So I guess they're going to have that little scratch mark, that little Wolverine, whatever it is, on their chest now. So, I went on, if you follow me on Twitter, I basically called Los Lotharios the Mexican version of the American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. When they came out, when they had the wolf scratch mark on their chest, both of them had that. When they were in Impact TNA, it was basically almost like the same thing, but they're Mexican. No pun, nothing bad about Mexican people. Because, Rose is Mexican. But in any case, Los Lotharios is back, and I'm gonna call them the Mexican version of the American Wolves. So the Mexican Wolves, if you will. So, we'll see what happens with that. So, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that, and that's it. Alright, then we get, again, we have the Bray Wyatt video. Every time I see that video, I think everybody who's seen it, this is like the third time we've seen it. I wouldn't be surprised we see it at the pay-per-view this Sunday. I would not be surprised. So we see that in memory of Bray Wyatt. The memorial services are tomorrow, and I think next week, because Tony Khan said that he's letting his wrestlers take this Dynamite off and the next 2 Dynamites off to go to the services and stuff, which I think is nice. Good man, Tony Khan. Yeah, you do that right, but you can't even control CM fucking Punk. Oh, that's your boy, though, right? That's your boy. You're kissing his ass. And then, you did good to suspend both guys, and then, I heard a rumor that Jack Perry legit got fired. But take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's actually true. But I had a great conversation with my good buddy Jeffrey Rose, the Iceman. I haven't talked to him in years. Legit talked to him in years. But he's doing pretty good, by the way. Great talk. I had a good hour-long conversation with him. On Facebook, and he shot the shit. We had fun. He's doing good. Just celebrated his birthday, so happy birthday to Jeff, the Iceman. Doing good. He's now kind of stepped away from YouTube. I think that's a good decision. Because he's up there in age, just to put it that way. But, sometimes, when you get to around, past my age and a little bit beyond, I don't think, you want to do YouTube because you have all these monotonous idiot 20, 30-year-old trolls, bashing an old guy like him for what reason, I don't know. Because because he has a better opinion than you do. People bash me for my opinion, but like I say, my opinion really matters more than yours. I mean, legit, it does. But you're all pissy about it. That's why you do the shit you do. These people don't like me because I'm more successful than them. I have, more, they're all mad because I have more subs and views than them, and I have a better view on professional wrestling and sports than they do. They can't get 2 million plus hits on a video like I did. Yeah, I'll keep bragging about it. It's not your video. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. It's not on your channel. Doesn't matter. Don't matter if it's on my channel or not. I have the intro to get me getting on stage, and still, you can't prove that I'm a Make-A-Wish kid. Can't prove it. You never will. You never will prove anything. Can't prove I'm a pedophile. You can't prove any freaking tweets, DMs and shit like that. Oh, we got all the proof. No, you don't. It's fake. It's monumentally fake, like you motherfuckers are. And you can't debate me about it because you got nothing. You got nothing for the last 11 years. And even currently, you have nothing. Nothing. Oh, you admitted to raping a cat. No, I didn't. Was it just a bad joke? But still, you're obsessed in making memes and videos just because you're fucking obsessed, because you're dumb. Taking things out of proportion and out of context, like you usually do. But the pedophilia thing is basically a rap. It is a rap. About something that happened in 2012 and 2015. Can't get over it. You can't get over it. And you have no proof. All you have is what I said in 2012 and 2015. Or even from 2020. That absolutely means nothing. And it's basic slander. Fiendish slander. That's it. That's all it is. It's slander. Jealousy and hypocrisy, because most of you are hypocrites. I'll admit I'm a hypocrite too, but I'm an honest hypocrite. And a sexy hypocrite too. But it's all it is. It's just freaking slander and freaking jealousy. Because that's all you got. That's all you got. Besides the bullcrap that you do with doxing and all the shit. That's all you got? Come on. Pathetic. Pathetic. You're all fucking pathetic. And I got no time for that shit anymore. I got no time for that. I got better things to do than go back and forth with meaningless 20, 30-year-old children. That's what you are. Children. You're not men. Think you own YouTube. Oh, I get 8,000 views on my video. Big shit. Big deal. Good for you. Good for you. Is it going to get you anywhere? No. Is it going to get you anywhere in life? No, not really. I could get 10,000 hits on a fucking video. Is that going to make me happy? A little bit. I'll brag about it here and there, but, even 2 million hits, I brag about it all the time. But that's been, how it is with me for the last 14 years on this website. Jealousy, and, more jealousy. That's it. You can't debate me about that video, that 2 million plus video, because I'm in the video. It doesn't matter if it's in this moment's video or even SiriusXM video. I'm in the video. The Maria Brink says my goddamn fucking name. But you want to go debate about it's not my video. You can just womp all the way for the rest of your lives. You still can't prove it. I don't have to prove it. I'm in the video. That's proof enough. Rosa can prove it too, because she was there. Not Make-A-Wish. It's just at the right place at the right time. And I'm gifted. I'm gifted and I'm blessed to do what I do. Meet wrestlers, meet great musicians. Gifted, that's why, you know. I don't see any of you motherfuckers put things on your social media pages. So when I do that, proves to all you motherfucking trolls that I'm way better than you. And you know it. Here's Make-A-Wish. Pfft, prove it. You can't. Because you have no proof to prove that. I got receipts. No, you don't. You got nothing. 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 But keep up your obsession, because it ain't getting you anywhere. Especially with me or anybody else. Nowhere. Fast. Just do your boring as fuck videos and get out of here. Go fuck yourselves. That's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, so that's that. Alright. Getting back to NXT. So we had the Bray Wyatt video, which once again made me cry like a little bitch. Yeah, I admit I cried. But I'm not gonna cry on camera. I'm not gonna be a bitch on camera. Unless it's meaningful, but it is what it is. And we get that. Alright, then we go to a handheld video from Mommy Rhea Ripley and her boy toy, Dominic Guerrero, the North American champion. They're not impressed with Dragon Lee. So Dom Dom says he belongs to Mommy. Yeah, bet. You belong to her, but she belongs to Buddy Murphy. Sorry, Dom. And don't you have a girlfriend too? Real life girlfriend? Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, blah 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 is like, I belong to Mommy, and Rhea promises to make him champion for life. Then they talk about more about Dragon Lee. They talk about Mustafa Ali. Dom says, you guys can fight each other next week, and the winner gets a shot at my belt at No Mercy, but I'm going to spice it up a little bit next week, and I'm going to be the special guest referee. Triple threat. You can tell that triple threat is written all over that. I think that will be a banger of a match coming up at No Mercy. For the NXT North American title, I think we're going to see a title change. Sorry, Dom. Sorry, Eddie. Well, it's okay. I knew he was going to lose anyway. Really? I thought he was going to be a champion for a while. But he's doing very good. He's my son. The fruit of my loins, I say. I know. He's Latino heat. Like you. He's got his mamacita like you do with China. Man, if I wish Joni Lauer was alive today, man. I would, and she was still she was still in good shape and could wrestle and was off the drugs and all that shit. Imagine this. You know, I always talk about the what ifs of wrestling. I would love to do a series. I should do a series. If you want me to do a what if series, like what if this happened in wrestling, like what if this person had a match with this person, or the factions and shit like that. Anything. Give me a topic. Or I'll have my own topic, but you can give me a topic, like, what if this happened back in, like, the Attitude Era, or even the, way back when, not way back when, not when, like, 1950s and back, like, from the AWA, the, WCCW, the NWA, WCW, the Golden Era, WWF, even the shit era, which I call the PG era, and, the New Generation era, before the Attitude Era, and then the Ruthless Aggression era, WCW, ECW, the early days of TNA, Ring of Honor, even AEW, New Japan. Why not? Let's do it. So if you want me to do, like, a topic series, like, what if this wrestler wrestled this wrestler? Or what if the Montreal Screwjob never happened? What if Owen Hart never died? Stuff like that. So if you want me to do that, put it down below in the comments. Why not? Let's do it. But, getting to that point, what if Joni Lauer, China, was still alive today, and she was in great shape, off the drugs, off the alcohol, all that shit. She was still wrestling, maybe, she had another run, like a final run in her, in WWE. What if China fought Mommy Rhea Ripley? Man, that match would be so good. I think it'd be a banger. China, kind of not in the real, she already passed her, maybe she passed her prime, at the time. But I think Rhea Ripley and China would have put on a great match if China didn't die a few years ago. Man, but I know Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez are going to have another banger. It's going to be a hard-hitting match at Payback this Saturday night. But, man, Rhea Ripley and China, ooh, I would pay to see that. But, the what-ifs. Alright, so we get all that. Alright, so I gave Rhea Ripley and Dom Dom, I gave 3 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens next week on the program. Mustafa Ali and Dragon Lee should be a good match with Dom Dom as the ref. Now, can he be right down the, can he call it right down the middle, like Bill Alfonso would say? We'll have to see. That's that. Alright, after that we go to Group B action in the Global Heritage Invitational. So we have Ben Frazier, the former Heritage Cup champion, as he lost the belt to Noam Dar. So Nathan Frazier takes on Joe Coffey of Gallus, who has his brother Mark and Wolfgang at ringside. Ben Frazier comes by himself. And Ben Frazier is very lucky to even survive this match. And I'll get to that in a second. So it starts out with Ben Frazier working on the arm of Joe Coffey. Frazier seems to accidentally, and then he ran the ropes really fast. And he ran the ropes, he went this way, then he went this way really quick. And then he turned, and then like his neck looked like it got tangled in the rope, in the top rope, and then he got I was like, Gee! And then he went down, and it was like, oh shit! I thought he was dead. Was he it looked like he snapped his neck, or whiplash effect maybe? Oh. And then Coffey slammed him down. The referee's checking on Frazier real quick. Good job, ref. But somehow Frazier was good enough to finish this match. I mean, God forbid, something would have severely would have happened to Ben Frazier. I mean, we don't need a fifth death this week. We don't. Coming after Terry Funk, Bob Barker, Arlene Sorkin, the voice of Harley Quinn from Batman, and Bray Wyatt. We don't need Bray Wyatt, Terry Funk, Bob Barker, Arlene Sorkin. I don't think we could have went with a fifth death in the span of about a week. But that was frightening to see when Ben Frazier came off the rope, and that was like the rope. Either his neck caught the rope. It was just nasty. It was just nasty and scary. But God, thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord, that Ben Frazier did not seriously get hurt or possibly die. But anyway, so after that, Ben Frazier comes back, grabs a headlock. Joe Coffey powers him into the corner, gets knocked to the apron. Then a drop kick sends Ben Frazier to the outside, so we're going to break. Come back. Ben Frazier fires up. He's hooking up, brother. With some running forms into a swinging suplex for a near fall. And then Joe Coffey cuts him off with a pop-up uppercut into a bridging German suplex for a near fall. Nice. But Ben Frazier comes back, sends Joe Coffey outside for one hell of a dive. Barely made any contact, but it was still pretty decent, I guess. Then he go back in, and he hits the frog splash for a near fall. Goes for a phoenix splash, and missed. And then Wolfgang and Mark Coffey caused a distraction, which led to Joe Coffey hitting all the best. All the best for the Bells. Kind of a weird name for a finisher. But he hits that 1, 2, 3 in exactly 10 minutes. Joe Coffey gets the win and 2 points. So we get that. So it was a pretty good match. Thankfully, like I said, Nathan Frazier did not, suffer whiplash or could have almost killed himself. But thank the Lord, he was able to finish the match. But Joe Coffey is the leader of Group B, and on NXT Level Up this Friday night, we got Akira Tozawa. I don't know why he's in this tournament, but Akira Tozawa and Duke Hudson of Chase U. So we'll see what happens with that on Friday night NXT Level Up that nobody will watch. That's that. Speaking of Chase U, we go to their segment where they have a little lecture from Professor Mr. Chase, Andre Chase. So he's about to start the lecture, but we see an empty seat in the classroom, and that's where Thea Hale used to be. So Andre Chase is like, where's Thea? Did you see her? Duke's like, I don't know where she is. But she's like, I don't think she'd be the type of person to skip class. So anyway, Mr. Chase starts his lecture, recognizes Duke for being in the Global Heritage Invitational, but he didn't know that. It's like, where are you from? I'm from Australia, mate. I didn't know that. I thought you were from New Zealand. I mean, they're in the same geographical place. But how can you... I don't think Australia and New Zealand have, different languages. How can you get an Australian accent made compared to a New Zealand? But anyway, Duke's kind of surprised about that, and he's surprised at the round-robin structure of this tournament. I think it's dumb. So Mr. Chase talks about, you get 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a 0 points if you lose. So Duke Hudson's like writing it down. All the students are writing it down because there's probably pop quiz, coming up, pop quiz. So class dismissed, and then Duke Hudson and Mr. Chase stay after class and talk about the tournament. And then Thea Hale comes in. Hey, where have you been? And basically like, I didn't feel like coming to class today. So that kind of pisses off Mr. Chase a little bit. So then Duke Hudson says, well, we're going to go to study hall. You want to come? Thea's like, no, I'm going out. I got better things to do. And then we see somebody appear in the doorway, and then we pan up, and it's the beautiful Jacy Jane. Woo! Looking hot. And then Jacy's like, it's like, hey, Thea, you ready to go? Let's get out of here. So they leave together. Are we seeing a new look Thea Hale coming in? She's gonna shed her cheerleader, not gonna smoke too much weed image. She's gonna be like one of the girls, she's gonna shed her skin. I think we're gonna see a new version of Toxic Attraction. JC, Thea, the new look Thea Hale, and who's number 3? Could it be Gigi? I doubt it. Jenna James? Maybe. But who could it be their who could or will be their third? Not gonna be Mandy, of course. Unless there's a miracle. But yeah, maybe it looks like Jacy Jane is recruiting Thea Hale, and she's gonna, show her the ways of being toxic. We're gonna see Thea Hale like dressed up with boobies popping out, and all nice and all, but But yeah, like I said, I think we're gonna get a new well, besides a new version of Thea Hale, thank the Lord for that, you know, we're going to get a new version of Toxic Attraction, Toxic 2.0, I guess you can call it. So we'll see what happens with that. So I'm kind of interested in see what happens. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to NXT Anonymous, spying on Fallon Henley, don't call her Dawn Henley, Fallon Henley, talking to Miles Bourne, the Water Boy, cleaning the ring after Drew Gulak and company, had their training session. So she talks to him and offers him a spot on the team with her good buddies Briggs and Jensen. So he's like, I'm in! Uh-oh. That goes back to Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey. Miles Bourne is going to get the shit beat out of him. And so he got his spot. So now he's with the team. He got his spot. Not dog spot, never spot, but my spot! You can't get over that, man. Freaking Kevin Nash. Dog spot, liver spot, pot spot, but my spot. You gotta love the NWO back in the day. But it is what it is. That's that. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that situation. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video from Wes Lee. He's in the desert. And it says he wants another shot at Carmelo Hayes, who basically, he says, didn't beat him. Yeah, he did. And he says, next time we fight there, Melo, it's going to be totally different. Next time I get a chance, it's going to be totally different. So, I'm pretty much thinking at No Mercy, we might see another triple threat match. That's going to be Melo versus Wesley and Ilya Dragunov for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. But we'll see. So, we're going to have a triple threat for the North America title. We're going to have a triple threat possibly for the World title. God forbid we have one for the women's title. I doubt that. But then you never know. Tag titles. We'll see. I just don't want No Mercy to be like a triple threat palooza. We don't need that. And that's that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Mackenzie Mitchell with another weed smoker. That's Tyler Bate. He sizes up the competition in his group. He's in group A. But seems to think twice at, former nemesis Butch. But as for next week, he's going to be waiting in the ring for Dabo Kato. So he can be the Goliath to his David. Okay. Didn't get that, but okay. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's pretty much it. Alright, then we get an NXT rundown for next week. And we move on. Then we go to your main event of the evening, the women. Hey, they must have took notes from Tony Khan this week. They're in the main event. So we got Roxy versus the lovely Gigi Dolan, Kiana James, and Blair Davenport for a shot at the NXT Women's Championship that Tiffany Stratton holds. That match will be next week. Match was pretty decent. I liked it. Pretty decent. So it starts off with all 4 women going at it. Davenport takes Gigi down. Kiana moonsaults off the barricade to drop Blair. Only gets taken out by Roxy's dive, so everybody's going crazy. Fans liking it. Here we go to break. We come back. Roxy gets the worst of a Tower of Doom spot. Always impressive. And then Gigi hits some running charges, some drop kicks against the ropes. Roxy fights back, goes for pop rocks, but it gets broken up by Kiana James drop kicking her. But then Blair Davenport plants Roxy for a near fall. And then Gigi gets 2.5 on a half-and-half suplex. Then all 4 women are down. There's a nice little spot where all 4 women had a submission on each other, and then Roxy kind of turned it into like a 4-way Boston Crab. That was impressive. I liked it. And then everyone's down. Kiana James is on the floor. Roxy comes back with pop rocks on Blair Davenport. It looked like she was about to win, but Blair Davenport was near the ropes. She rolls out to the floor, and Roxy's like, fuck! She's yelling at her, yelling at her and yelling at herself. And then Kiana James comes back in, out of nowhere, hits the 401k to Roxy, then hits the deal breaker, like back-to-back finishers, to Gigi and Roxy. She pins Gigi. 1, 2, 3. We have a new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. So next week on the program, we got Tiffany Stratton defending against Kiana James. Heel versus heel. Interesting. So we got that. Match was pretty damn good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. So then, so after the match, Kiana's celebrating, and then my girl, my sweetheart, Tiffany Stratton, Daddy. Yes, my child. Yes.
Did you see me? Did you see me in the ring? I look pretty good, didn't I?
Yes, my sweetheart. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You look great. You look great, darling. As you always do. Here, you want my credit card? Go buy yourself some flowers. Go have fun.
Thank you, Daddy. Bye.
Okay, get out of here. Daddy's favorite girl, Tiffany Stratton. You gotta love her. It's Tiffy time. Next week, it's going to be Tiffy time because she is going to mop the floor with Kiana James. I think it'll be a good match. Kiana's going to do everything in her power. She's going to look strong, but I think in the end, Tiffany's going to win. And then I think we're going to see Becky possibly come out after the match, or they're going to wait a little bit, and then maybe Tiffany comes out. It's like, I don't have a match for No Mercy, and then what she said on Twitter is going to come back to bite her. And then we're going to see Becky come down, during, she's going to cut a promo maybe in the ring. And then we hear the music of The Man, Becky Lynch. And Becky's like, oh, I heard you say something about me on Twitter. I haven't been NXT champion, so how about me and you at No Mercy? And that's where I think Tiffany, sadly, I don't want it to happen, but sadly, she will lose the belt to Becky, and Becky will finally become the NXT champion. Took a long time for her to do that. The final member of the 4 Horsewomen to get the NXT title. Sasha did it, Charlotte did it, and Bayley have done it. Becky hasn't done it yet, but she probably will, probably at No Mercy, but we'll see. All right, so we get the stare down to end that. And then we end the show with our post-match promo. We have Carmelo Hayes walking down the hall to the office of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. So he's watching Wesley's promo on his phone, and he's kind of pissed. He's about to knock on the door to Shawn Michaels' office, but he's like, nah, I'm just going to go in. And he says, hey, we need to talk. Told you, 3-way. I told you. So we got that. So he goes into Shawn Michaels' office, say, we need to talk. So it looks like Melo, he wants, he's pissed off with Wesley's promo. He's like, hey, let's give Wesley another shot. Why not? And now Ilya Dragunov wants another shot. Triple threat. And now with Trick saying, oh, I don't know if you can beat Ilya. Are we going to see a title change? I hope not. I think Melo should hold it till probably, I think he should hold it for the rest of this year. Go into 2024, hold the belt till probably New Year's Evil. Or maybe, what's that pay-per-view Friday night? Not Friday night. What's that pay-per-view in February? Can't think of the name. Probably that February show, or the February pay-per-view. I think he will lose the belt to maybe Trick Williams, maybe somebody else. And then he'll be on the main roster by WrestleMania time, or maybe after WrestleMania. Maybe he will join the Hurt Business. They want to try to do it sooner rather than later. But, we have to see. But I think either by the end of this year or most likely by next year, Melo will be on the main roster, part of the Hurt Business 2.0 with the Profits and Bobby Lashley. Maybe a heel version of Bianca Belair. And I think there'll be a pretty damn good faction. Not as great as the Bloodline, because nobody can beat that. That storyline is just, it's in the 4th inning. I don't even know what inning it is. Heyman says it's the 4th inning still. I mean, how many outs do we have? You know? Are we on the bottom of the 4th yet? I mean, are we on a rain delay? Speaking of that, fuck the Mets. The Yankees are even worse, so I don't care about baseball right now. I don't give a shit about the Mets or the Yankees. Both of them in last place. And now I saw a video that Aaron Boone is coming back next year, possibly. Oh no, Yankee fans, you want? I guarantee if they announce that Aaron Boone's coming back in 2024, I think every single, well, not all of them, but you know you have the die-hard Yankee fans. I think most of the Yankee fans are gonna want to jump off a bridge. If Baboon stays on for another year, one more year. Same thing with, Cashman's coming back. That's a stupid idea. Because, Hal Steinbrenner is sucking his dick. Oh, he's a great GM. Yeah. He's so great. He's so great. Did nothing at the deadline for the Yankees. I'm saying this as a Met fan. You should get rid of both of them. Fire both of them. Build on your great freaking farm system. Get rid of damaged goods like Stanton and Donaldson. Get rid of both of them. Build your farm system. You have a great farm system. But you want to get over... You want to get bums like Donaldson? You want to get a bum like Stanton? And Judgy Wudgy is like injury prone? He can never stay healthy for a whole season? And you got him for another, how many years? 10 years? Ugh. Wasted money. Wasted money. And the Mets are not even, not better, they're not, like spring chickens or anything. I still don't understand why they got rid of Verlander, why they got rid of Scherzer, then Robertson. When they were kind of in a pennant race, not a pennant race, actually a wild card race, there were a lot of games back, but I think they were about to make a run. Then they get rid of the 3 best fucking players, and now look where they are. They're in fucking last place. And now Edwin Diaz may come back in September. I think that's a bad idea. God forbid he gets hurt. He's coming off that nasty leg injury that he got in the preseason, in the spring training. They're going to bring him back September for like maybe a game or two. Don't do that. You did that with freaking Syndergaard last year. And then where's Syndergaard now? Gone. Waste. That was a waste of a game. And he didn't even pitch that good. Waste of a game. Waste. So, if Edwin Diaz comes in, Narco's gonna play, the fans are gonna go nuts, the Trumpets are gonna play, everybody's happy. Yay! Why? Just get him, leave him off the field, let him continue his rehab, and then come back in 2024 and be lights out. Not that the Mets might go anywhere next year unless they get Ohtani, which I doubt. Or they get Yamamoto, the stud from Japan. They get him, and maybe they get, Blake Snell from the Padres. Or they get a bona fide starter, number 1 guy. Senga's not going to be number 1, I'll tell you that. If they get Ohtani, then I might say something about 2024. But right now, I don't think they're going to contend in 2024. Maybe 25, but I just don't think they're going to contend in 2024. And if they get rid of fucking Alonso, everybody's going to shit the bed. You think the Yankee fans want to jump off a bridge if Baboon comes back? if Alonso gets traded, which is possible, I think a lot of Met fans are going to jump off the Shea Bridge at Citi Field, or jump off a bridge. I'm not. I'm going to stick with my team. It's just going to be stupid that Alonso, your best first baseman, who wants to stay as a Met, that kind of worked with DeGrom, right? No. The fucking Alonso is probably going to go to... They're saying he wants to go to Milwaukee. No. What are you going to get back for that? Prospects? Boring as fuck garbage prospects? No. You have to re-sign Pete Alonso. That's number one. And then number two, get Ohtani or get Yamamoto. One of those two, or both would be nice. I know Uncle Stevie Cohen's gonna open up that checkbook again. Get shit done like Lash Legend says, but can he? I doubt it. But number one thing for Steve Cohen to do after the season, sign Pete Alonso to a big deal. 3-4 years, fine. 5 years would be nice. But then you're gonna have to save a lot of money for Ohtani. Probably give him like a 7-year contract. Yamamoto you probably get for maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 years. And then you gotta worry. Then you gotta put the other pieces in with the starting rotation. Then you have Senga, Ohtani, and freaking Yamamoto. That's like the Japanese Mets right there. 1, 2, 3. Then who's 4 and 5? Carrasco, go bye-bye. Fuck him. Goodbye. Go to retirement. Get the fuck out of here. You suck. Yeah, McGill? I don't know. Peterson, you starting to kind of have a couple good starts here and there. Maybe you just keep them. Quintana's you got for another year. I don't know. I don't know what the Mets are going to do this offseason. I hope they do something big. Like, they get Ohtani. That'll be a nice Christmas present. Or they get Yamamoto. Maybe Blake Snell from the Padres. They keep Alonso. I mean, we'll have to see. After, basically, as of, November 1st or whenever the World Series ends, free agency starts, and then... And we'll have to see between November and February, mid-February, when spring training starts again. What the Mets are going to do. And if they're going to contend or not. If they can get Ohtani and Yamamoto, like I said, I think they have maybe a chance at a wild card. I doubt the division. But if not, they could just get maybe Yamamoto. And maybe, build around that. Get better fucking bullpen. That would be nice. Drew Smith, bye-bye. So long, farewell. Ottavino, you can go to Boston and suck dick there. We'll go to the Yankees and suck more dick there. And then half the other rest of the bullpen will be gone. Half these guys in the bullpen stink. And basically are minor leaguers. The Mets need a bona fide freaking bullpen. They're going to get Edwin Diaz next year. They need a setup guy. I don't know who that's going to be. They need some middle relief guys, some spot starters here and there. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. But, yeah, New York baseball stinks. The Jets and Giants are starting. Giants start next Sunday night against them Cowboys. And the Jets on Monday Night Football, September the 11th. How fitting. In Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers and company, the Discount Double Check. Monday Night Football against, Damar Hamlin and his return game. Oh, that's going to be big, man. I don't even have ESPN. I'd love to watch that game. I probably just watch it on a free stream on good old desktop over here. But I will be watching the Giant game. Definitely watching the Niners game. Are they going to sign Bosa by then? I don't know. But yeah, so the fall's beginning. You got football, hockey. Preseason hockey begins in a couple weeks. with the Rangers. They re-signed Alexei Lafreniere. Laffy. We signed him. I don't know if they signed anybody else. So looks like they almost stand pat. They got rid of a couple guys, but Rangers might contend next year. They have a new coach and everything, because they got that idiot Gerard Gallant. Fuck you, get out of here. Got rid of him, got a new coach. So we'll see what happens with the Rangers. Coming up in October, then the Knicks come back at the end of October. So basketball will begin. End of that with a stupid tournament. College basketball is about to start. College football starts this weekend. That's going to kill any ratings that Collision will get. Oh well. Get ready for 200 to 250,000 people watching Collision over the next couple months. Rampage will probably be preempted because of the World Series and the playoffs. Dynamite, the same thing. So it's gonna be, I don't know how they're gonna do this. What they're gonna do with Dynamite if they have a game on Wednesday, unless they actually keep Dynamite, because the playoffs are on TBS. Remember that, TBS. So Dynamite will be preempted. So maybe Tuesday night go to head-to-head with NXT. That'll be interesting. Or they do a tape delay. I don't know what they're going to do. And then you got to worry about Rampage and Collision. Coming up in October. That's going to be a really crazy month for AEW. With their programming. So we'll have to see what happens. Alright, so that's it for now. It is late. I got to get out of here. I got things to do tomorrow. A lot of things to do tomorrow. I got lots of stuff to do. I got to work. I got to take a quickie nap, but I gotta get up for work. I have like doctor's appointments tomorrow. I got so much shit to do because I have a busy life, unlike certain people I know. But anyway, NXT was a pretty decent show, and I gave it a solid 6.5 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you motherfuckers thought of the show. Excuse me, in a comment down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channels, including this one and my other channels down below in the comment section. Check out my Raw review over on my Killer Demons channel. Show your love and support. Leave a comment or two if you wish. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And that's pretty much it. So, once again, 6.5 out of 10 stars for NXT tonight. Was pretty decent. And that's it. So, tomorrow we got Dynamite from Chicago. Should be some good shit. I will do All In. My late All In review. I'll do that on this channel. And then later on tomorrow night, your Dynamite review. Get ready for that. And if anything else happens during the day, I'll try to get a video up for you guys. Thursday, we got a day, we kind of sort of have a day off. I might do Ring of Honor. I haven't done it for 2 weeks, so I might bring Ring of Honor episode 27 on late Thursday night. And Friday, we will do... Yeah, Friday we'll do SmackDown and Rampage. Separately. Yeah, we'll do SmackDown and Rampage. I'll try to get them separately. Then Saturday, September the 2nd, Saturday we'll do predictions for Payback, maybe Rampage, or maybe a Rampage review, and then we'll watch Payback, and then Saturday night we'll do our Payback review right here on the channel. Sunday, we'll do another predictions video on episode number 5 of The Shadow's Lair. With your all-out 4 predictions. And then we'll do Collision as well that day. And then late Sunday night, once again, on the channel, your all-out 4 review, if I don't fall asleep after the pay-per-view, If not, that'll come on Monday before I do my Labor Day festivities. And then probably Tuesday, we'll do Monday Night Raw and then NXT. So we'll get back to kind of a normal schedule after Labor Day. My work schedule will be changing a little bit, so I may or may not do videos every day. But we'll see what happens with that. But you gotta hit that bell. If you don't, you're gonna miss a lot of videos coming your way. And you missed it, you missed it. Not my fault, it's your fault. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your coach. And if you're not down with that, I'm sorry. But it is the way it is. If you're not down with that, well, me and a whole ton of people, we all got 3 words for you motherfuckers that don't believe and are obsessed. And are a bunch of jealous, fucking obsessed bitches. You're not down with us? Well, me, personally, you're not down with me. Well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Stay obsessed. Stay jealous. That's it. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody. And I'll see you again next time. Peace. Bitches.